Ladies and gentlemen, with all the hype surrounding this brand new update coming around the corner here very shortly and the newest brawler coming with it, Mr. P, I found it incredibly important to outline this insane accomplishment before it does come out, and that is a world first, a world record, achieving rank 35 on every single one of the brawlers that we have in Brawl Stars right now. It's been done, it's crazy. Let's get straight away into it, everyone. Let's do it. So the player that managed to achieve this crazy milestone before anyone else inside Brawl Stars' name is Achapie. As you can see, he has a pretty epic profile, being able to have all of his brawlers with the rank 35 badge. Now, I don't even want to know how much time he put into this. It has to be absolutely insane. I don't even myself have a rank 35 brawler. Now, I know a lot of pro players are on their way to getting this milestone. I know Tom, a really good pro player and the world champ, a part of that team, is on his way of doing that, but it is crazy. So I thought it'd be really interesting as well before we get into some gameplay to check out how long he's been grinding on his account. So of course, with the help of brawltime.ninja, one of my favorite tools to use for Brawl Stars related things, looking at some pro players, how long they've played Brawl Stars, he has 1,326 hours spent in Brawl Stars. Now, to give you a little perspective, I have something like 900 hours, so he doesn't have that much more than me. So a very efficient pro player, a very good pro player is what you kind of come to expect with some players. Like the lower amount of hours spent, and if they perform really well in the game, you just know that they're gifted at Brawl Stars. They picked it up, they got everything that they needed out of it to be competitive and be able to rival other people in the game in much less time than some of the greats that we have in Brawl Stars. One notable person that I know kind of follows this trend is YDE. He has something like 1,100 hours, spent in Brawl Stars, and yet he's really good in the game. So I wanted to point out that fact, that I feel like he is a really notable player, being able to achieve all of his brawlers to rank 35 in only 1,326 hours spent in Brawl Stars. It's very commendable. But yeah, guys, we're going to be hopping into some of his gameplay, taking a look at how he plays in Brawl Stars, just how good he is. Also, before we get any further, make sure to go check out his links in the description down below. That would be fantastic. He definitely deserves the love and respect from us, being able to get this milestone before anyone else. It's absolutely insane. But let's get into the gameplay. So heading into the very first match, outlining some of his gameplay, and I'm honestly really intrigued to see just how good he is at Brawl Stars. It's one of those things when you know you're watching a really good player, and you just want to see how they're leaps and bounds above the rest. What are they doing different? It's really interesting. But as you can see, the enemy team managed to score a very quick early goal, but our team managed to pull one off as well. So it's tied 1-1. Our team comps is B, Crow, and Daryl. We're up against a Crow, Carl, and Daryl. So somewhat similar team comps, and it looks like it's going to be a relatively fast match. Very precise spots of goal scoring there. Really good first game. Those are the type of Brawl Ball matches that you want. Very fast and to the point. But let's get into another one. So, moving along to the next match, we're on the same exact map here in Brawl Ball, rocking the same exact team comp, Daryl, Crow, and B. And we're up against a Rico, a Shelly, and a B. I've been seeing a lot of Bs as of recently in competitive play. I wouldn't be surprised if she got a little bit of work in the next set of balance changes that are hopefully coming out in this update. Maybe a little nerf going to be. We'll have to see though. So getting back to the match, it seems our team is pressuring fairly well here. I feel like we've been on the upper third of the map for a good portion of the game, which is exactly what you want in Brawl Ball. It means your team is pushing a bit better and controlling the map a bit better than the enemy team. Getting kill after kill. We haven't gone down quite yet. And I think Daryl is looking for an opening here, and I think we found one, but he's a little bit afraid of that Shelly, and rightly so. Shelly's a fantastic counter to Daryl, which is probably why the enemy team went with Shelly for a Daryl counter. They're probably seeing a lot of Daryls in the meta here, but he's able to bypass the Shelly for a quick goal. I've been seeing a lot of precision from Daryl here, the rank 35 god here in Brawl Stars. He doesn't seem to miss a whole lot when he gets an opening or when he uses his super to roll in on a ball, which is really cool. Good technical skill in Brawl Ball. He probably plays a lot of Brawl Ball to push his trophies up here. So basically a full team wipe. It looks like we're going to be able to score a fairly easy goal, just walking in, making sure to secure it. So another really good match, a dominant match. Let's get into the next one. So next, switching gears to gem grab, Achapie is rocking Tara this time, so it'll be cool to see how good he is with Tara. I know Tara's a fantastic brawler to use on this map. Still having the backup from the Crow and the Bee. And let's see, we're kind of at a little bit of a deficit right off the get-go, but I feel like the team comp that Achapie is running with his team is really, really swingy with the Tara pulls. So you can never count out a game when Tara's being played. Ooh, getting trapped by the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi even more devastating than the bow mines, if you do ask me. So here we go. Looks like the Bee managed to pick up some gems, and we got the kill on their gem carrier, but weren't able to secure any of the gems that fell. Just trying to gain control, not prioritizing going for those gems, which is most of the time a really, really good idea to do so. So the enemy Sandy popping down Sandstorm, which is a scary move for sure. Crow jumping in, trying to take out the Sandy, and we have an opening to pull in the Sandy or the Penny that had the gems. And like I said before, Tara very, very swingy. You just got to make sure you execute that super as best as possible. You just got to find that one opening. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy playing with Tara and like characters like Tara or Jean, where you can just make one crazy wicked play and that can determine the outcome of the entire match. So very, very good game. Okay, so switching back to Brawl Ball, this time with a completely different team comp that we've been seeing inside of today's video. Achapie is rocking Carl. We got a Brock on our team and a Spike, so pretty good control-based team comp, if I do say so myself. We're up against a Crow, a Jesse, and I'm not sure who the third brawler is. So here we go. Man, these spawns in Brawl Ball are just so dang long. It's a cult. So here we go. Let's see. So, ooh, that was a wicked play. Bounces the ball up, and Super's taking out the Colt, slowly chipping away at the enemy's defenses, trying to get like a full team wipe so we can just walk it in. We don't technically have like a signature ball score or anything like that, so we got to win by a team wipe or just solid control so we can work the ball all the way up. So Achapie managing to score that ball. And now we're rocking into the second half of Brawl Ball here, 1-0 within 1 minute and 36 seconds still on the clock. So here we go. The Jesse on the enemy team placed down a turret, which is really, really good on this map if you can get it right in front of the wall. But Achapie's team prioritized taking that thing out. So really good on their part. We're slowly pushing up. We only have one person to beat. And a nice little tricky goal. Achapie is really, really good at scoring goals. What the heck? He knows exactly where to put it. Again, I feel like that just comes with the amount of games that you play in Brawl Ball. I am definitely not as accurate as Achapie in Brawl Ball. Man, it's pretty dang good. So for our final match of today's video, we're on Siege. We have a full lobber team comp, maybe a bit of a troll team comp here, so it should be really, really fun to watch. We're rocking the Dynamite Robo Mike skin. I can dig that. I feel like this is a kind of underwhelming skin. No one really uses it, so it's cool to see it in game. Achapie rocking things fairly well, trying to hold down his lane as well as helping out in the mid, just because Tick is in the mid, which can be a little bit harder to control their lane, but Tick is fantastic for helping out on multiple lanes with his large crowd control and range that he has on his brawler. But Achapie's team managing to get the very first Siege bot. He's rolling in, and let me tell you what, when you're rocking 3 lobbers on Siege, it is very, very easy to get a 1 Siege push from the damage output, especially with a Dynamite. As you all know, one of Dynamite's biggest weaknesses is not getting consistent chip shots if you can only land one of those shots at a time for the majority of the times. But a IKE doesn't move, so you can get that full-on 2-stick damage going really, really well, plus the super. Fantastic for taking down the IKE here, Dynamite is. So here we go, rocking things very well. Achapie, we have full control of the match. The enemy team has only secured a grand total of 3 bolts this entire game, which is crazy. Achapie and his teammates are playing fantastic. So rolling in, trying to end it here, and I think they're going to be able to. We have a full health or good health bot here, and we're able to take it out on the second Siege push. The enemy team didn't even have a freaking chance, if you ask me. But yeah, guys, I wanted to share this really, really crazy milestone in today's video. I feel like not a whole lot of people knew about this, and I think it's absolutely insane. There's a lot of different milestones that we cover here on the channel, here and there, like a brawler getting to rank 35 and stuff like that. But something like this, where it pulls it all together, every single one of the brawlers to rank 35, is crazy. And I think it's really commendable seeing a player able to do that with the amount of time that he spent inside the game. Coming back to Brawl Time Ninja, only 1,326 hours spent in game. It makes me feel like, what the heck am I doing in Brawl Stars, playing for almost that amount of time and not a single brawler to rank 35? It is crazy. Some of the players in this game is pretty mind-blowing. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. I'm gonna have to keep up with Achapie once he is able to get Mr. P to rank 35. If you guys would like to see that once he gets his account maxed out once again in a rank 35 sense, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to kind of keep up with this guy. It's really interesting. So I'm sure he's going to be holding this milestone alone for quite some time now, until someone manages to get all of his brawlers to rank 35 as well. So for the time being, he is the only player in Brawl Stars to have this crazy milestone. So once again, make sure to check out in the links in the description down below to his socials. He deserves the support and the respect, like I said before. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy it, make sure to slap a like on it. I appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.